This moment will affect you for the rest of your entire lives. Nothing you have ever experienced in the past will shock as much as this.
Hi, what's up, y'all? You know I've been trading a while, right? You know I've been making videos for a while now. Originally it all started just to have some fun and make fun of myself because listen, if you let the rage and fury and frustration stay inside you without letting it out, you're gonna have an aneurysm, a stroke, a heart attack, and I'm actually being quite serious about this. It's a very stressful business. I used to make videos about barking it out. I don't know if anybody's been barking it out lately, but every once in a while when you feel that rage boiling up inside you, you know, punching a punching bag, it goes a long way. Putting your hand through a wall actually feels pretty good also, but then again, your wife will get all pissed off and then you'll have to do some sheetrocking. But really just get up, and it works really great in public because there's more to it. But get up right now, look at yourself in the mirror and just bark. You know, you might feel silly doing it, but that's part of it. That's why doing it out in public is even more gratifying because not only do you have the exhilaration of just letting it out, just, you know, not any bark you want. I mean, if you fashion yourself a little mutant, one of them kick me dogs. Usually I'm more of the, you know, Beethoven kind of German Shepherd kind of, you know, just saliva dripping out of my face kind of bark. But I like doing it in public. Not only do I like startling people, because some maniac's barking while he's walking down the aisle getting his Rice Krispies, but the enormity of other people looking at you like you're nuts kind of gets the endorphins flowing also, and the you know, that also helps along the stress relief. So it's really great on a lot of different levels. So if you haven't barked it out, let's bring that shit back because everybody needs a kind of a bark right now, and I'm barking the shit out right now. I don't want to talk about the other thing that's going on in my life right now that I'm barking about, but the distraction, okay? If you're going to trade, usually you want to dedicate a good amount of time. You know, 9 o'clock till 12 o'clock is usually my time to be dedicated. The afternoon is not really kind to me, so I've stopped trading. Everything I've done in my life has basically got to this point. Everything that I know doesn't work, I just stopped doing them. No matter how tempted I am to want to hang on to a stock, I just know most trades are not good. For me, long term, I don't care. If I'm going to buy the stock, if I'm going to buy the market, I'll generally buy the market. But right now, this VFF has been really, really kind. And why is it still going up? Because I've been selling some into the move and then having to buy it back. So this all started at 750. 750 got you 10. 10 got you 1250. But at 13, I'm thinking, yeah, it's probably going to go to 15, but let me lighten up. You know, we had that halt in the between. So coming out of the halt, you know, you felt pretty good that it didn't open up at 0. There was always that fear, right? Next thing you know, the halt, all it did was suppress some of the buying. Now the stock's exploding almost every day. VFF we're talking about. I've had some luck with Cron, so I figured let me hang on to VFF. But that's where the party ends. Then you got the Funko going back and forth. You got the Amrin, blow off top, 2250, unable to be held. You know, go on and on and on. The Clovis, it was up to $30-something. We didn't sell it, so we still own that. Some of the swing trades did work out. We had Hain, Overstock. But again, really what it comes down to, and the really point that I want to bring it on is, for you guys out there, and I know, listen, I'm reading some of the emails now going back to 2012, even 2007, 2008. I have been very bad at getting back to people. It's because my day usually doesn't consist of the time to get back to anybody. And then at 4 o'clock, I'll be watching earnings reports and maybe some news coming out. Next thing you know, my kids are home. I'm an Uber driver. And if you have young kids, you know you're an Uber driver too, with no pay. All you're doing is driving your kids to the next event, to the next kid's house, to pick up the kid's house, and then you got to do that. Oh, that's what I do now. And next thing you know, you're eating dinner. And then dinner's blah, 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 and then you might be having to Uber again. And next thing you know, it's 8 o'clock and you haven't done anything except watch the market, get a little, maybe you made some money trading, maybe you got a little frustrated on something else, and then next thing you know, the day's over, and then 17 years go by. So now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to reach out to every person. So if you got an email from me, if you're still struggling on a trade, let me bring it on home right now. Investing sucks. Yeah, nice. It's nice to see Yext come back to 22.85. I'm very happy, but I already got smoked on the options that I had for February. Yeah, it's nice that I still own the stock and, some May options and the stock's going up. It's fantastic that VFF is going up, but I don't have 1,000 shares of it anymore. I mean, I did buy 200 back today again at 15 and then at 16. But generally, most of my trades look like Funko or Ameren or Clovis. You have a moment where you could sell for a really nice profit. That moment goes, and then the stock sits around for 3 or 4 months. So let's bring it on home. The trades, intraday trades like this DERM short, that's what I do for a living. Stocks that are up 200%, 100%, whatever percentages, I wait for them to break under the VWAP. We also have something called the multi-day VWAP, and generally when one breaks and the next one breaks, the stock continues that trend. And so we've been shorting DERM, ever since it broke back under the 1 minute VWAP, which is around 1370, and then we got kind of aggressive after it broke down into 1308, which was a support for it. And then once it got to 1340, we covered most of it, and now we still have a little bit. Now it's trading at 1151. I don't know what DERM is. I don't care. I know it's some sort of biotech stock on some sort of news. Some sort of news will probably be sold into. So we wait for the chop to, figure itself out. And we're shorting the DERM. We're short the DERM. And then you had Ameren. Again, nice trade today on the short side. Again, I long the stock. I'm down to my last 200 shares for the the imminent takeover we've been waiting for 22 years. Sorry to include myself in that. I have not been waiting for an Ameren takeover for 22 years. I've been mocking the Ameren people for 22 years, but the stock started acting really, really good again and had an earnings reversal about a month and a half ago. So we bought it and it got over 20 and we got excited. I bought another whole 100 shares, double topped again at 22.50, kind of ignored it because I'm an investor now. And since the ignoring of the 22.50 double top reversal, the stock has now dropped 3 or 4 more points. Plus Mondays, inevitably, it always goes down because it's not getting taken over. And people that buy it on Fridays and are looking for the takeover, when it doesn't get taken over, they generally will sell it on Monday and go short, is kind of what I did. So again, flat on Ameren. I don't really plan on owning any more stocks. And I don't think I've got to the main point. The main point is our trades. Now, again, I know this sounds stupid. 207 in a row since May, since we've been tracking it. And that's one specific trade. I'm not talking about Funko or Yext. I'm not talking about VFF or UVXY or the 275,000 other things that have gone on. When this one specific setup comes to our attention, like a DERM trade right here, or the Ameren short, or there was one more today, it was NEO long, if you could believe that. So NEO long, N-I-O, DERM, D-E-R-M short, and what the hell was I just talking about? Wow, my brain just said, bzz. I totally am completely insane at this point. And I prove it every day by owning stocks. But what the hell was I talking about? What was that other trade? Wow. I don't even know what the hell I was just talking about 12 seconds ago. But I just know that DERM short, okay, the 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. Okay, we had UV. There was 3 of them. What the hell was I just talking about? I don't know, VFM. I've completely just, I'm looking at the stock. I want to talk about something else, but I got distracted and now I'm done. I'm done. I've got no idea what I'm talking about. But that doesn't matter. The point of this whole entire conversation is why own stocks? Why? For what? What are you going to get out of it? All right, how many times am I going to give this example? Sure, VFF is fantastic, right? You're buying it here at 16. The stock was just $8. You're chasing a stock that's up 100%. It's a pretty big chase, okay? We think it's going to 20, right? So that's 4 more points. But now you're taking, in theory, let's call it 1250 as a reasonable area of concern if you buy the stock here at 16. So let's just round it off to 12 to make it even numbers, right? You're risking 4 points. We think the stock can legitimately get to 1750 easy because generally stocks that break 15 get to 1750. If it breaks 1750, then we're looking at 20. And if you get into the 20s, yeah, this thing could be a, $25, $30 stock. Cool, right? All right. So you're buying it here at 16 bucks, risking 4 points, and you think maybe you're going to make, let's call it 25. Let's go nuts. Stock's going to 25 bucks, right? What are you getting out of it? You're risking 4, right? To make what? What's 25 minus 16? Come on, you can do some math, right? What is that? Huh? 9 points? Risking 4 to make 9? Maybe it does go to 25. Maybe it takes 8 months to go to 25. Maybe it sits here at 16 for the next 3 weeks and you sell it. Maybe it goes to 20 and then sits around for the next year and a half. Bottom line is, you could come in every day, beat the living shit out of an Ameren for about $1, crush this Derm for about $1.50, short UVXY twice on that pop over 39. It's about $1 collectively. So collectively, we made about 3.5 points, and it's all in one day. So why invest if you can make a couple of points a day where you've got no advantage at all? As much as I love me a Funko, the fuck do I know about Funko? For real. Don't even know if this company's profitable. Don't care. I'm an investor. I believe in the company right now. I want to own Funko, right? Because I spend enough on their dolls. I think they're cool. I think they continue to be a viable company. But I thought the same thing about Leapfrog and Enron and WorldCom and Penson and Walter Energy. I think I'm the only one in this business that has survived with 5 stocks legitimately going to 0. So I've learned the hard way. Stocks blow. And if you want to do my experiment, right now it seems like the market never goes down again, right? Sure, we had September, October, November, and December. But it really truly feels like the market's never going down again. Oh, did I mention the CVS? Was that what I wanted to talk about? Doesn't matter. It seems like the market never wants to go down again, right? Until you buy something. So try it. You don't have to go nuts. Pick your favorite 4 stocks right now, and let's see how you do in a month, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months compared to the market. Now, don't cheat. I don't want you to buy the diamonds, the Qs, or the S&P. And you can't buy SPXY or short UVXY. That's cheating. Pick 4 stocks. Buy 1 share. Let me know how you're doing. Because you're not going to outpace the earnings reversals that have been working almost every time. The 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversal that works pretty much every single time. So if you're struggling with the ideas, if you don't know what to do, and if you're getting to the point where I'm at, how investing sucks, as much as I like PCG, what's it done for 3 weeks? Nothing. Squadoosh. What's Ameren done but just caused me pain and heartache? Every time this thing looks like it's about to break out, there's that brick wall and it gets crushed. Is it going back to 10 bucks this time again? Who knows? Who cares? Doesn't matter. Because tomorrow, if Ameren suddenly starts acting strong, you know what I could do? I could trade it for the day and try to make some money on it. And leave it there. Because what am I doing? Stocks that I own. HTGM. There's another one. I forgot to throw that out there. But then I'll take a CVS. CVS, right? Stock's getting destroyed. I don't own it. So one person's disaster is another person's opportunity. So I saw the stock forming what I call the exhaustion situation formation. You all know the word exhausted. The sellers get exhausted, kind of oversold, if you will. And then generally when you find the stock that's oversold, those bounces tend to be a lot better because now you've got short covering and guys that are dollar cost averaging, and you've got some new guys like me getting into longs for the first time. So you've kind of got a triple whammy. Plus nobody wants to stay short in this market in particular when some strength comes into the market. And that's why I love, the ones that we were playing over the last couple of weeks. That's how AMD got started. talking about Clovis, CLVS. You're talking about CVS. You're talking about Funko when it broke under 20. You're talking about WTW when it broke under 20. Box under 20 has been pretty good. Hain under 20 was pretty good. And if you don't know those symbols, come and join the website. So again, I know the attention span is, 15 minutes is insane to watch a video for. I appreciate you making it to the end. Here's what I suggest. Come to the website. It's free. Nobody does what I do. I'm like Joe DiMaggio. Forget the Jesus Christ of Wall Street and the Prophet of Profit and every other nickname. I'm the Joe DiMaggio of trading. Why? Because every day I'm out to prove that I know what I'm talking about and I can help other people. Do I know what the market's going to do? Definitely not. Do I know for a fact that the setup that we go to on a daily basis works 90% of the time? That's a fact. And we show it every day. So again, whether you're curious to see what that trade looks like, come on in. Whether you want to prove me wrong, come on in. Whether you're doubting the fact that anything could work at 90% of the time, come on in. Whether you want to see it, maybe take one of these trades for yourself, come on in. It's free. Nobody does this setup. Here's the setup. If this is the first time you're watching these videos, if this is the setup, nobody does what I do. I'm so confident in what I do that it's free. You don't have to put a credit card in. I don't ask for $2 for a trial. I'm not going to kick you out in 3 days. You could curse, you could scream, just don't be derogatory towards the other members or use really, really extreme foul words. There's only 3 words that are not allowed in the room. I'm not going to say them. Think you know. You want to be racist as long as it's funny. We tolerate racism to some extent. You want to be anti-Semitic, even that's funny, and I'm a Jew. Because if it's funny, it's not racist. So again, we're having a good time. We're building a family. But most importantly, no credit cards needed. No cash down. No money down! No money down. No strings attached. It's a win-win for me. Sometimes it's a win-lose. Sometimes it's a lose-lose. Why? How? What's going to happen? What can happen to me, right? Oh, sometimes people come in and they suck every morsel of knowledge they possibly can from me, even call me on the phone, pretend that they're interested, they're going to be a member of our happy family, and then they say, see ya. But it's worth it because somewhere down the line, that guy's going to say something about how he learned what he learned, and he's going to say my name, and maybe that person he tells is going to come back and become a member. Or they'll come back. Or I'm going to heaven because I just helped somebody. But the best part about it, and why it's a win-win, is that I don't have to sell. Okay? If you're in this room for a month, and all you've seen is winners, I think you're going to want to know more. I think you're going to want to participate. I think you're going to want to know how to set up the anti-VWAP and the 1-hour VWAP and the multi-day VWAP and your mom's VWAP. We have something called your mom's VWAP right now. Your mom's VWAP. Everybody loves your mom's VWAP. And you're going to want to know why some of these trades sometimes, every once in a while, turn into a swing trade. But usually you get Amarined or Funkoed or boxed. Generally, swing trading and investing is not my bag, baby, because I want to be in control. What does that mean? What does that mean, I want to be in control? While the market's open, I'm in control. I can't control the stocks, even though I can. Sorry, I was just moving a stock with my mind just there. I'm in control. The market's open. All I got to do is press a button. The idea of being stuck in a trade or, oh my God, I don't know what's going to happen. Ooh, the numbers of this and numbers of that. I don't care. I'm in control. Trade goes against me. I'm out. Trade starts looks better. I'm in. Goes against me. I'm out. I'm in. I'm out. I'm in. I'm out. I'm in control. Once you hold the overnight, you have to be in the hands of the matrix. You are in the hands of the matrix. You're in the hands of the they. Because the they fuck you up. The they put upgrades and downgrades on your stock. The they are out there waiting for you to make a decision so they can go against you. They trade against you. The they know where the stock's going to go, even though you don't think they do, but they do. The they always win. And how did the they make their most money? Overnights, gapping stocks up and down, manipulating it. Most of that stuff can't happen during the day. You'll have your typical manipulation and your algorithms and your stop hunting programs, but we're familiar with that. And during the day, while the market is opened and live, we're still in control. Still in control. And if you focus your attention on the 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversals, especially during earnings season, and that's all you do, I can't guarantee that you're going to not fail, because everybody gets funkoed every once in a while, and you fall in love with some shitty stock, Amrin, and you think that their drug's going to cure cancer, and you take all your money and you put it in there, or some bullshit else happens, or your cousin's sister's uncle's brother who worked for J.P. Morgan back in 1987 calls you with some stock tip, and it turns out to be a fucking disaster. We all do it. And we all have that guy in our life, right? You know what I'm talking about, Jimmy. But if you focus your attention on what I laid down, if you dedicate the 30 days to hanging out with us, you'll see. And then you'll be saying, how do I do this? How do I sign up? And then you'll be trying to figure out if you should name your next child after me. You're going to want to know, when's the parade? When's the Warlock parade? How do I fund the Warlock parade? Can I send you more money? That's what your question is going to be. How? How can I celebrate this crazy lunatic that I met on the internet? That's going to be the only question. All right? So, again, I can never promise you that you're going to make money. I think you know that since 2007, I've been making videos on YouTube. You think I'd be able to do this if some of this stuff hasn't gone my way? You think I'd be able to do this with half of a smile on my face? Because the frustration factor is insane. Because, hey, look, if I knew what was going to happen, I'd be short 20,000 derm right now. But I'm not. Because my happy place is making sure other people are shorting the derm and buying the Neo. I don't remember what that third trade is, but there was one specifically. I know the VWAP, the UVXY short. Yeah, I guess the UVXY short was the other one. By the way, CVS back to $57. You know you love it. You know that you love that CVS. You dumb fucker. Yeah. Who am I even talking to? So, obviously, I've also been banned from YouTube. I mean, never did get the 10,000 views on average, but damn, for a guy that's been doing it as long as I have, as charismatic and awesome as I am, what do I get, 108 views, 12 views maybe? Top out at that 301? I'm behind the algorithm that prevents you from knowing the truth. Because they know that I speak the truth, and they don't want you to make money. So take it upon yourself right now. Forget it. No emails, nothing. Nah, you do have to email me because there's a process to it. So email me. KennyGlick@AOL.com or the Warlock at hitthebid.com. I'm not going to put it up there. I'm lazy. KennyGlick@AOL.com or the Warlock at hitthebid.com. Go with the Warlock at hitthebid.com. Let's start morphing into that email address. Now, if you're still with me after all this time, I like you a lot. Thanks for watching a 23-minute video. But really, I'll do one a week just to remind you how awesome I am and how you need to be a part of what is being laid down right now. Because I'm going corporate. I'm going to be a sellout soon again. So I might, again, depending on rules and regulations, I might not be able to be as forthcoming on YouTube videos. Or I might be banned from making videos. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But I'll always be live in that chat room. And my buddy Soligello as well. Banging out chart patterns that you can follow. And again, none of our recommendations are to buy or sell any particular security. We're teaching people how to read the tea leaves so then you can buy and sell these securities on your own. And remember, no buy or sell security heard on this video or in the chat room is any indication of a buy or sell recommendation. And anytime you hear anything on these videos, broker dealers, this, that, or the other thing, this is for entertainment purposes only, and I know nothing. I'm not qualified to do any of this stuff. I ain't even qualified to be I don't even know. But all right. Whatever. See for yourself. It's the only way I would do it, and I believe it's the only way you should do it. So if you're a guru out there, or whichever guru you aspire to be, or guru that you subscribe to, if they're not giving you a little bit of a glimpse into what they do for nothing, you can't trust them. And that's my point. So I believe I'm the only person that does what I do. And if there is somebody else out there that's helping you legitimately for free, eventually after 30 or so days, there's a cost of doing business with the Warlock. But I don't believe anybody lets you hang with for 30 days. For 30 days? You know how long 30 days is? And a lot of times I talk about it's 30 trading days. You got a month and some. It's basically 6 weeks if you think about it, because it's 30 trading days. That's 30 trading days. 30 trading days. So at 5 days a week, think about it. It's really 6 weeks trial, even though it sounds like a 1 month trial. Do the math. You don't trade on weekends, or some of you do because you're degenerates. All right. That's enough. That's enough for me. It's enough for you. It's enough. We make a day's pay, and that's what we do. Sure, some stocks go up after we get out. But guess what? Some stocks go down after we get out, like Ameren selling that fucking piece of turd shit, bullshit fucker. Once again, gapped up on a Monday, free money. Gapping Ameren up. Once it couldn't break 21.50, that thing, and again, I wish I had sold it at 21.50. I wish I had sold it at 21. I wish I had sold it at 20.5. But you know what? At 20.33, I'm out and I'm going short, and I made my money back on the short. No intentions ever to buy the stock ever again. I have no intentions of ever owning any stock really long term, except for, of course, you know, I love me some Funko. I love me some VFF right now. I got some Clovis. Yeah, I got some Yext on there, still Jimmy. But listen, when a trade's working 100% of the time, lately, I really don't see any other point in doing anything else. So Ameren, what's it going to go to 30 without me? 11 points? I'll make 11 points in the next 6 days on a variety of other things without having to own Ameren. I'll be all right. Ameren, I hope, again, I don't want to wish poorly on anybody anymore. I'm done with that. If you own Ameren, good luck. I truly mean it, even though it sounds like I'm being quite a dick about it. I hate Ameren, but good luck. I'm ho, in my humble opinion. It goes to 0. I'm ho. I hate the stock market. I hope it crashes and burns. But I ain't betting against it when the government and they are never letting it go down ever again. And considering September, October, November, and December, now we sold off for 4 months. Oh, that's my last comment, right. The 10-year bull market, right? I don't know. Seem to be 3 or 4 bear markets in the middle of that 10-year bull market. I don't understand why they keep saying it's a 10-year bull market. It's not! The bull market started again on January 2nd of 2019. So as far as I'm concerned, this bull market is 2.5 months old. Because I'm going to go ahead and say September, October, November, and December of 2018 pretty much nullified and voided whatever the fuck you're talking about. Especially 2015 when we went sideways for a year. And 2016 we crashed to start the year. No, none of that voided out the bull market. Call it what you want. None of it matters. Trade short-term swing trades if you like off these bottoms like your CVSs and your Funkos and your Overstocks and your WTWs and your even Candy had a nice move and the blah 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 and the Hain and the Clovis and the blah blah blah. Or just trade your intraday reversals like your Derm, like your Neo, and your Ameren, and you're good. And then you could sleep at night. Oh, what's my stock gonna do? G-g-g! Oh my God, what about interest rates? G-g! Give a fuck!
I thought you said the market never goes down. Oh, you're right.